Hi guys, it's Erin. Welcome back to my channel. In this video, I am going to show you the stuffing and organization of my cash envelopes for the week. So this video is going to kind of serve as a part 2 or continuation of my weekly paycheck budgeting video, and I went ahead and did all this, and I just had the full explanation and showed you guys exactly where the numbers are coming from and how I'm arriving at all these totals. So if you're interested in that, check out my playlist or just check in the description. I will link this video. This is going to be addressing my cash envelopes. Cash envelope system is something that I did a while ago, and I kind of gave it up because we were focusing so much on paying down our credit card debt that every extra penny we had pretty much was just going toward that. I was making several payments, sometimes several a week. And so right now we are in a little bit of a different budgetary system, and if you want to know why, you can go back and watch my budgeting video. I'm not going to be too repetitive here. It just called for kind of the tweaking of what I'm currently doing. And so I thought this was a great time to go back to my old friend cash envelopes and kind of reorganize things that way. So these are just some envelopes that I made at home. They are very basic and not fancy or anything at all. They are just the open at the top style and really nothing to them. So these are just ones that I made out of an LOL paper pack. So I'm going to separate the ones that I will be using this week. And I guess I'm using all of these. All right, and these I will just throw to the side and put them on hold for next week. So I also wanted to mention that some really great tab stickers, if you're using something like this, these are laminated, and so they're really nice. But these tab stickers here that I have used came from this Carpe Diem sticker tablet, and these are 522 stickers and tabs basically. So I thought this was a great way to use these, and the nice thing about them is they stay on really well, but they also pop up really easily, so I can change these out week to week. So the categories that we are working on this week are our dogs, our home improvements, dining out, miscellaneous 1, clothing, miscellaneous 2, health, and regular groceries. All right. So let me get into what is what here. All right, so for the first thing, our grocery budget. Now these are considered my variable expenses. So if you are familiar with my budgeting system, you know that my variables always change week to week, and there's some things that are a constant, but for the most part, my variables are pretty fluid. It just depends on what's going on. So we have already filled up our cars for the week, so we do not need to create an envelope for this week as far as gas or fuel. We went ahead and did that, and we are good to go. So this is what's left. Now next week we will have to introduce a gas envelope for both my husband and myself. So we can have that cash on hand. And that is not something that I enjoy, guys. I don't like paying cash for gas because it's so much easier just to pay at the pump. So these are the ones that I thought were most important for this week. I am out of frame figures. So we don't have a ton of money to go in all of these, and it's only because I didn't really feel the need to really stack these like crazy. But first things first, our groceries, I am putting in $40. Now typically I budget $140 a week for groceries, and I decided that we needed to do some inventory of our freezer and our fridge and our cupboards and things like that. So we did meal plan just a bit, and what I came up with was $40 because I wanted to get like some fresh produce and some chicken and things like that, some things that we needed to replenish. But for the most part, we really don't need to do heavy grocery shopping. So I also budgeted $50 for the coming week. And that is for any coffee runs, that is for, and I don't drink coffee, but you know, if my husband wants to go get something to drink, and it's for us dining out for the entire week. And we do go out, and I'm, you know, just gonna be honest about that. Improvements at $50 because my husband is working on our basement, and he's doing some painting and things like that down there, like little minor improvements. So I think he's gonna need some more paint. So I'm going to put $50 in there. And clothing, I have a couple things in mind, and I have a Kohl's coupon, so I want to budget that at $50. And then for health, that is any doctor co-payments, prescriptions, over-the-counter medication, anything that comes up that is health-related, including buying and stocking vitamins. So I'm budgeting that at $40. So that brings us a grand total of $305. And it's not too bad for variable expenses for 1 week for 2 people. All right, so $305. So what I've done here is I cut out the scrapbook paper and I laminated the envelope portion, and this is just very plain in here, as you guys know. You guys are probably familiar with this. And then I cut down a little bit of the excess just so I could write on here and keep track of what I'm using. Like, I want to write my starting point on here. I want to write the date. So I'm going to write April 19th, which is the current payday. This might be a little bit of an antiquated system as far as doing this, but it's definitely what works for me. So this is Groceries. And starting is going to be $40. That way, as I spend, I can kind of keep track of it and write it on here, because I also like to see, you know, how did we do? You know, did we need more than that? And I know we will need more next week, but just kind of how I want to do it. Okay, so I have my money here. So I have my $40. So I'm going to, I think I'm a little bit too close. So I'm going to put the 220s in here, just like that. And I'm gonna put in my little note page that I can keep track of. So groceries, done. All right, so let's move on to health. I don't know, bobby pins, I'm not sure. This isn't like the best, like the paper doesn't definitely coincide, you know, with what the contents are. So I'm gonna write down April 19th again, 2019. This is health. And starting is $40. All right, so let's go ahead, take 40 more, and we'll put that into our little bobby pin envelope. And with our little note, and I will put that here. All right, then this one is miscellaneous. Girls just want to have fun. So this is my miscellaneous compared to my husband's miscellaneous. I tried to make his as plain as possible. Not that, you know, I mean, he's probably not even going to use this envelope, but I do want him to write down what he spent, just so we can keep track of it. So he's probably going to leave the envelope at home, just put the money in his pocket or in his wallet, which is totally fine. But I thought this was fun for me because this is my fun money. Well, actually, I probably won't use that much of it, but it's just $25. So I thought the paper was cute. All right. So here, April 19th. These envelopes were so easy to make, and I think, again, that's just because I made them so basic style. It's going to be 20, 25, yeah. All right, so let's take $25 and put it in here. This is really nice too, guys, because even though I budgeted really strictly and super conservatively in the past few months, there were times where I needed extra money just for, you know, things that would come up. Somebody asked me, and I'm not even sure I answered the comments, and I did not mean to, but, you know, what do you do for pocket money? And it just depended. Like sometimes, I think I talked about this in previous videos, I would use like our Discover card, and you know, I would pay that back in full because I don't ever want to have 2 credit cards going at one time again. So it just depended. So what are we doing here? So this is Miscellaneous 2. And starting is $25. All right, so we're gonna put that in here. Let's see, date. And you'll have to let me know if you like this kind of video. This is kind of, I guess, a companion video to, let's see, my budgeting. And starting is $50. All right. All right, so 20, 40, and 50. All right, so is everybody ready for Easter? You guys celebrating? Going with family? Easter is the only holiday my family actually goes out. So we are going to have a really nice early dinner, and I'm super looking forward to it. This is my favorite envelope, by the way. I just kind of switched gears super quick, didn't I? I love the pattern of this paper so much. All right, this is here, and this is dining out. And starting is, let's see, $50. That might seem high to some people, it might seem low to others. All right, so we got $50 here. My nephew is actually staying with us for a while. His roommate actually moved back home, so he's staying with us for a while. So I was thinking, wouldn't it be fun to do budget videos for his money? I mean, I'm totally like volunteering him for that, but I think that budgeting is just like super interesting, and I would kind of not mind doing that. All right, so this is clothing, and he's obviously, you know, he's young, and his numbers would be very different, but you know, if he would be interested in that, and if you guys would be interested in seeing that, let me know. Got this here, $50. Let's see, 10, 20, 30, 40, 45, and 50. All right, so that's for clothing. And like I said, I have a coupon for Kohl's that I want to go and spend. So let's see, what do I have left? Dogs. So I have 25 for dogs. 5, 10, 15, 20, and 25. I knew that was going to work out, but I still love seeing it, and I love that it does. All right, so the date. The dogs. This is also going to include their dog food. Okay. And then hopefully I can kind of build this fund up, because our dogs can be, you know, just like any others, and need to go to the vet and things like that. So it would be nice for me to be able to kind of build this fund up, you know, pay for their food, leave the rest go week to week. We've been giving them baths at home and doing their nails at home, so that's really been nice. So here are all my cash envelopes, all stuffed. So looking good. I wanted to show you how these fit right down inside. And this is like your standard like checkbook style wallet, you know, it's like extra large. So this is actually quite full. So, but as you can see, everything fits perfectly and I am ready to go for the week. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you liked seeing how I organized our cash envelopes, the stuffing of them, and just the whole process from start to finish. So if you have any questions, please leave them down in the description or down in the comments. And I try to get back to everybody sooner or later. And if you haven't already subscribed, I would love if you hit that subscribe button so we can stay connected through all my future videos. I hope everybody's doing well. I wish you a happy Easter, and I will see you guys next time. Take care.